Everyone.
Okay, first of all, thank you for everyone tuning today live to tonight. Okay, today we have our special guest, Lydia.
Hello, I'm Lydia. I've been a Thermomix user since 2018.
Okay, today I'm coming here to assist as advisor to Lydia because I'm the advisor of Lydia. And anyway, my name is Christy. Okay, so maybe you can share with us a little bit when you fall sick, is there any difficulty for you to have an eating problem?
Okay, so I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2021. So I went through chemotherapy, mastectomy, radiation, and immunotherapy. During the chemotherapy, I think that was one of the hardest moments where eating well was crucial because during this treatment, we tend to be sick from the side effects like very bad nausea, etc. And I think nausea was one of the very big moments. And nutrition was very important. So my oncologist and my dietitian often work closely with us to ensure that we do not lose weight because we need to ensure that we have enough nutrients.
Wow, that is really, really important, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm very glad to have very supportive uncle and of course my dietitian who helped do these recipes for me.
Yeah, that is very important, the nutrition during your chemo.
Yeah,
right?
so thanks to Natalie from Mount Elizabeth Novena Hospital, she's been great. So while we're stressed on the really eating well to combat this nausea, that's why I'm here tonight to share these recipes that are easy to make and fast because when you're sick and you're lying on the bed, you want something quick and something that you can cope with because when you have nausea, you don't have a lot of appetite. It's very useful to have the Thermomix when it cooks for you while I'm lying on my sofa, relaxing.
Yeah, I think that is really amazing. Thank you for sharing, Lydia. And maybe today you will present how many dishes to let them to see.
So I'm going to present 4 dishes, basically my favorite go-to that my dietitian has worked with me for. So I'm going to be doing a tofu and minced chicken dish. I will also be doing a quick smoothie because most of the days, my stomach isn't very well. I need something quick and palatable. So I found that smoothies tend to work very well for me. I'll also be doing soup because you get really tired of eating porridge all the time. So I'm going to do a healthy broccoli and potato soup, which can be filling and nutritious. And last of all, which woman can resist not having dessert, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing my favorite almond cream.
Favorite too, actually. In fact, I request Lydia to do this because during I visit to your place, you did these dishes when you're on chemo time. I'm very thank you and appreciate what have you doing. Okay, anyway, this March we celebrate International Women's Day and working with the Cancer Society. So raise awareness of the importance of living well, eating well, have to do a regular house cleaning, so if you wish to help a needle cancer patient, I think you may click at the below link to do a donation. Every single amount is much appreciated, okay, because we need all this donation to let them have support and then the free house screen. All right. So I think without further delay, I think they will really want to see what you're going to cook and how fast, and I have tell you all this recipe, you can just keep it for your regular diet is good because I think you did have your dietitian calculate all the nutrition, it is awesome for everyone to share with your loved one, and during your foresight, not appetite, yeah, maybe shall we start?
Sure. So I'm gonna thank Thermomix because I think they've allowed us the use of this lovely place as well as the multiple bowls, which definitely makes cooking a lot easier. So I'm gonna start with the potato. We're gonna do a multi-layer cooking actually. Okay. So we're gonna do the soup at the bottom and then we're gonna steam rice and the tofu on top.
That is a brilliant combo
yeah.
Because when you need to reach home to cook all this, So we're going to show you the first one. You need to explain to them how to do the minced chicken with the tofu.
Yes. So, for chemo patients, it's critical that we don't eat anything raw. So we have to make sure everything's really cooked. So I have a piece of silken tofu, which is in the simmering basket.
And there's a varoma.
Yeah, the varoma tray. And in the simmering basket, we have rice, which we are going to cook. So all these will be cooked with the soup together. So you're going to have like 3 dishes cooking at the same time while you're lazing around on your couch.
It's really good point when you steam something and then you have a rice as well. All right. So
we're gonna start to saute the chicken.
Yeah.
So Christy will start with the aromatics.
Just to let you know, this is her own recipe. So basically, I need to read. Yeah. So I will follow her because I'm the assistant today. Okay. Right.
She's being very kind.
Okay. So first, we need to chop the garlic.
That's right.
Right. And then we need to put the
mushroom.
All this recipe, right, we'll post it out right after the show. Don't worry if you cannot get what we're talking about now. So all this recipe we will share out right after this show, right? Okay, so this is a mushroom.
This is the dried shiitake mushroom, which we have soaked and removed the stem. Yes. And now she's going to use the Thermomix to chop it up.
Okay, so we'll use 5 seconds, speed 5, okay? After that, we are going to saute it together, right? Okay, 5 seconds, speed 5. So this is how important when you own a Thermomix, because they will allow you to chop.
That's right. And I think for those who are asking, we chose minced chicken because most cancer patients, we are told to avoid red meat. So for those who need a heartier flavor, you can actually replace this with pork as well.
Okay, this is how we look like. 5 seconds, speed 5. So basically, we every time using Thermomix, you just like this and you not need any chopping pot, right?
That's right.
So this is a minced chicken. This one we pre-chop, we are using the Thermomix as well. Okay, so just put in together with saute, put together with the oil, yeah? So about 5 minutes, okay? So 20 grams of oil, okay? And then we're going to saute for 5 minutes, okay? And then with the seasoning later, right, Lydia?
You can actually saute a little bit and then put in the seasoning so that the meat can absorb that while it's cooking.
So then I'll open the hole. So this is the beauty of this Thermomix, you can open up the hole. This is recipe from Lydia, so I need to follow my customer step by step, okay? So, reverse, spoon sweep, okay?
Yeah, I think cooking is quite intuitive. I mean, if you are, the reason why I'm sauteing this first is because it brings out greater flavor, and when you're doing chemo, some of us have very muted taste and we prefer light tasting food. But if you have a heavier taste, and some people can't, they need something to spice up because of the numbness of the flavor, you can actually put in chili padi as well, so that will cater to taste.
So they have a lot of options.
That's right.
I think with Thermomix, that is just now she mentioned about the low heat temperature, it will not over process the nutrient. That is the great benefit for those who are cancer patients, because just now she mentioned that they cannot eat raw food, right?
Ideally, because there may be bad stuff in there that our compromised immune system may not be able to cope.
I hope you guys will get what our means, right? Right, so at the same time, I hope you guys like and share to other page, to other friends, to invite them to come, at least invite 3 to 5 friends, because this Facebook Live is very rare. We're having invite our happy customer, to come in to do a live tutorial and sharing the happy story with everyone. Right, thank you, Lydia.
I also want to mention some alternatives. So for those who are looking for a all vegetarian plant-based diet, so instead of minced chicken, you can actually substitute this with eggplant, brinjal. Yeah, so that instead of minced meat, so it functions that way as well, to add to the umami-ness of the dish.
All right. So far, any question online, you just key in the comments. Our admin will answer accordingly. Okay. So because we today have a variety, so we will have the saute the beef, the minced chicken already, and then we'll pour out, and then we'll straight away do the broccoli. Why not we just introduce this? Okay. So this is I think one of the soup which is life-saving, is that because you need this.
Yeah, so most of the time, because of my nausea that was really bad, I want to basically find things that are easy to eat, something that's drinkable and mild for myself. So this broccoli and potato soup, it provides me with enough energy. And I specifically, instead of using water to boil the soup, I've used a homemade chicken stock so that there is no sodium being added and it's natural, which we can use the Thermomix to boil in advance, pack it into your appropriate amount and freeze it.
I think freeze it, yes, yes. We do a lot of this baby food as well, you know.
Yeah,
amazing.
And also, I decided to add in low-fat milk. Instead of water on top of this,
so that is a full cream milk.
Yeah, full cream milk.
You have a choose. You
can choose. Personally, I like full cream milk, but I know that there are cancer patients who are conscious about the weight. So for those who are unable to take dairy, because some cancer patients can't do that, they can also use.
Wow,
yes, they can also use almond milk. Because their cancers are fed by hormone, so dairy products are difficult for them to cope. So you can try it with almond milk as well. So if you're vegetarian, feel free to use vegetable stock instead of chicken. So that a lot of alternatives you can play with. The full cream milk obviously is good because it adds the additional nutrients that you need, as well as give your soup a much creamier mouthfeel.
So you will use the full cream milk and the chicken stock.
Correct. And I noticed that with this combination, I don't need to add in additional salt because the milk itself has flavor, the chicken stock has flavor. So it's actually quite a healthy, easy dish to make.
Oh, okay. That is really a fantastic sharing session. I hope you guys get it, and maybe you can, like and share with your friend. Invite some of the friends they're having diet issue, like they can't really eat. Maybe you can use this. It's a boost. We call it boosted soup. Is it?
Not so much a booster soup, because I think when you're not hungry and you're force feeding yourself, you want something that is tasty and yet easy for you to ingest. So soup is generally one of the better, easier options to eat. And cooking this is fabulously easy because it's literally everything in one pot. Cook with the Thermomix and blend, so it's like even a 5-year-old child can do it. It's not difficult.
I'm really amazed when what you just now saying, that even you're lying on the sofa, you can't no energy, but yet you still can cook a decent meal for your family. I think it's really fantastic. Okay, I think that is about it. And then now you say you need to put some sauce, right?
Yeah, so this is just oyster sauce and some...
okay, you can through the hole.
Yeah.
And then after that you can put some soup from the...
This is the mushroom water. So after you wash your mushroom and soak, this will add in the extra umami flavor to your meat without additional artificial seasoning.
So this is how we, after stir, we will continue stir and another 2 minutes. Okay. So one thing good about Thermomix is you hand-free. Okay. While we are checking, I mean, now I understand why you say while you're lying at the bed you can cook, because you can do other things. Let the Thermomix cook for you, right? So we will extend another 2 minutes, okay, 120 degree, and then we will pour the sauce. And then you mentioned about thicker the sauce, the sauce, right?
Actually, I think you can put in the mushroom water.
Okay.
And then we will thicken it slightly, because this is supposed to be a topping on top of the tofu. So you want the flavor, but you also want to put in the cornstarch so that it has a silkier mouthfeel as well.
Okay,
and
so this is the recipe is 1 tablespoon of the cornstarch and half tablespoon of the cold water. So you need to take with they will have look like a bit smooth, right? Okay, this is a very Chinese way cooking.
That's right, what we call 打馅, right?
打馅, yeah. I mean, you see, some of you you can omit this, right? If
yes,
they don't want.
You can. If you don't want, maybe just use lesser water. In that.
Okay. Once done already, we'll scoop up and put at the side, right?
Yes.
And then after that, we'll cook this one. Okay. One thing good about Thermomix, we no need to wash the bowl. We'll continue to cook the soup and then activate for 15 minutes to layering cooking. And basically, your complete meal is done. And then, of course, due to the time constraint, we will quickly do another my favorite drinks later, because I'm thirsty already, Lydia. You know why?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we'll be come here to preparing for you guys to tutor tonight. Hope you guys like and share more, and then to share all this kind of love to everyone. It's very important. Sharing is caring. And tonight we have a really special guest from Lydia, and she's willing to share a lot of her personal knowledge. And then during the chemo, what she's facing, you know, I mean, you are really inspired me. That's why the first person I'm thinking is you, you know. And I've been following you very closely in the social media, how strong you are doing your chemo, you know, sitting down there, but still yet can take a very beautiful selfie. I mean, like, amazing. This is how you need to encourage your friends, you know, don't be give up, okay? Okay, done already, this one. I'm going to show you. And this one, you need me to...
This one you have to now take out the meat into a bowl.
And then after the bowl, correct.
That's right. So we set that aside because
like
it's fully cooked.
And then after that, I will not wash the bowl. So quickly, we put inside the, what we call it, the broccoli. And the potato, right?
Okay. Correct. We can cook that soup.
Okay, good. So you guys can see, I already put here. Okay?
We don't even need to wash this bowl.
Yeah, because the seasoning already. Alright, so done. And
so now we're going to proceed with the broccoli and potato soup. So obviously you have broccoli cut into small florets.
So you only use the floret?
No, actually I use the whole broccoli and the stem. Just peel off the skin so that you don't waste it. Potato, obviously we need carbs, right? So we need energy. Actually,
you need to chop. Okay, can.
Sorry, we actually forgot the aromatics, which is the
but it's okay,
the main boost.
Pour it back, okay? So like you see, life means life is very life, okay? Life means very life, okay? This one, no, we never do any rehearsal, okay? So we put onion and garlic.
Yes.
Chop 5 seconds, speed 5, okay? Very good.
Aromatics are important because it makes your dish more flavorful.
5 seconds, speed 5, and then after that, we are going to put butter to saute instead of oil.
Yes. I chose butter because it has a much richer flavor compared to oil. But feel free to use canola if you feel that you want to adjust, you know, your calories or your watching.
So we use butter. Any butter will do, yeah?
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
Generally, I prefer unsalted.
5 seconds, speed 5. Voila!
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, so 5 seconds, speed 5, and we're going to put the butter inside. Okay, scoop down. You need to saute, right?
Yes.
Saute about 2-3 minutes. Okay, after that, we'll put everything and cook the soup. Alright? And then we'll just put behind and do that, okay? So, 3 minutes. Maybe you want to share something, right? 120 degree, speed 1. Alright?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Any question? Just feel free to key in. If you want to do a donation, don't wait anymore because our time is not much. So I hope you guys really can do a lot of donation. Just a little bit also can, right?
Yes, I think every bit counts, and I would really want to encourage women that for cancer, right, time is your best friend. So the yearly tests, you know, mammograms that the government is doing, you know, rolling out, I think it's really important that women actually turn up regularly because you never know when something happened. And I was fortunate, I found my own lump early, and my cancer is actually one of the more aggressive breast cancer. So it was fortunate that I caught it early and that I received timely treatment. Because once it spreads beyond a certain level, then I think the challenges and the suffering of treatment tends to be longer. So I think it's really important for women to really make it a point to take good care of ourselves, right?
You must love yourself. Regular health screening is a must, you know. Sometimes every 6 months.
I think for mammogram is encouraged every year.
Oh, mammogram is every year.
Yeah, that's right. So,
do you book your appointment already? Quickly do that, you know, because it's really important. You will never know, you know. You yourself also don't know when you're still very healthy, you know, very sporty, you know. I see you always do yoga, you know, run, you know. Yeah, I think the living well, eating well, you know.
That's right. And I think cancer strikes anybody at any time, even supposedly healthy ones. And I think some cancers are worse because they're silent with no symptoms.
Okay.
So I think regular health checkup, not just mammograms, are very critical.
I think it is very important that we have tonight the live tutorial, because we are not only sharing how amazing Lydia can cook these kind of dishes, but yet it's remind everyone, you know, you need to really have a regular house screaming, you know, create raise awareness, you know, every single thing you know, then you can just do it. Okay, so this one done already, and I'm going to put the broccoli carrot. All right, so I want to show you. Wow, with the butter that smells so good. Okay, and then we are going to put the broccoli and the potato and 350 gram of the chicken stock. Okay, and then we'll have 350 gram of the milk. So we have an inbuilt weighing scale, that's why they have a precise inbuilt weighing scale, and then we'll just follow this to put in. Okay, so this is optional, either you use water or milk. Okay, all right, you guys follow. This is a 1 pot meal, 350. Okay, very good. Okay, 350 and done. We are going to move this to the behind, okay, because we were going to have a layering cooking.
What do you move it first?
Which is, I'm showing that side, the camera. This is the tofu, which just now Lydia mentioned cannot have raw tofu, you have to be steamed. And then of course to complement, we are using steamed rice. Okay, they have a rice and the water on inside. Okay, put at the varoma tray, and so later you will have tofu, rice and soup. So we are going to set about 15 minute varoma speed through. I'm going to move to behind. Okay, so I can go to the next dishes. Okay, so the next one, I think I let Lydia to do that because she's very good in this. Okay, so what is that? We want to celebrate International Women's Day, so we're going to have a smoothie to cheer each another. Okay,
yeah, pink for pink sisters, right?
All right, so
smoothies are extremely easy. So usually I have fresh fruit, but you can also use frozen fruits for your convenience. So I have bananas and fresh strawberries. Okay, and I noticed that when I was if I just have smoothie, right, it's just going to be all like sugar and some. So what I needed to add in more protein, because some days this is all I can stomach. So I need my drinks to be packed with as much nutrients as possible.
You want
not an advertisement, but this is what we call a whey protein powder. You can get any brand from your doctors. This is basically to
so
add.
You can buy any pharmacy?
I'm sure some pharmacies sell them. I remember I got mine from pharmacies, but oncologists should also have that. So the whey protein powder is basically vegetarian friendly, so you can have that. So actually you're taking like vegetable protein. All right, so just milk.
How much milk?
100.
Smoothie, how can without milk? Today we are using our sponsor Greenfield. This is one of my favorite milk. Okay,
yeah, so about 100 ml.
Yeah, I will pour.
Okay.
So that is why I love the precise inbuilt weighing scale. So 100 is about 2 cups. Okay, good.
Okay, and then let it rip.
Okay, so it's 1 minute, speed 8, right? And actually we have a blending mode here. Okay, so they have a 30 second, then you can turn in to 1 minute, and then the maximum speed is speed 8. So you guys can try your blender mode, because a lot of people they don't know this blender mode is for what function. And I just to let you know, this blender mode is for you to blend your ice cream, your smoothie and your soup as well. Alright. Wow, very good. I love it. So continue like and share, because it's too noisy. You guys cannot hear what we're talking. We love what we cook what we eat. Right?
Actually, you are what we eat.
Alright. I think 30 seconds is enough.
Yes.
Okay? So done.
So you can also, for those who don't like milk, you can also substitute it for yogurt.
This is a yogurt.
Yeah, so for those of us, I love my Thermomix yogurt.
Yeah, Thermomix can do a
it's the best yogurt my son loves it.
See, so... You look at this, the color, isn't it amazing? It's so... Wow, look at this. Cheers. This is 我等了很久了 because I'll be like smelling, look at this, so creamy. Right, guys, you guys just want it. If you're now at home, got frozen banana, strawberry. Okay, without the protein powder also can be done, yeah?
Yeah, the protein powder actually adds more nutrients, right? Cheers.
Cheers.
To good health.
So everyone, yeah. Well, I like so smooth and wow. Okay, cannot. We still need to work because another last dessert. This one also my favorite. That's why I say never mind. You stand beside me, then I cook, then I can learn. Okay,
Okay. So the next one we're gonna do is our favorite dessert, the almond cream.
Okay, almond cream. They have different almond, yeah.
Yes.
One time is like 南性北性, right? This is what.
Okay,
this
so
one she can explain.
So usually we have what we call the sweet and bitter almonds, and there's a ratio to it. For those of you who don't know how much to mix, usually the ratio is 4:1.
You cannot too much for the 北性.
Yes, because it can be toxic if it's not cooked. So if you don't know the ratio, that you can't mix it yourself, when you go to the Chinese medical hall, just tell them you want those that are pre-mixed already, both the sweet and bitter ones.
Yes.
And then you just weigh
this
out.
This one is really good for coughing.
Yes,
me
nourish
and
the
her
lungs.
just recover bad cough. Just now, beforehand, we make it super good.
What we do is we have rice with this sweet and bitter almond, which has been pre-soaked for an hour, right?
Okay.
So we drain it after pre-soaking.
So this is the because Lydia used that one is Japanese rice.
Short grain
Short
rice.
grain. Because in the first place I saw white color, I thought it's glutinous rice, but not. Okay. So this is the 南性北性. That is different shape, yeah. You guys can.
One is bigger, one is smaller.
Correct. All right. So we're going to put in everything.
Yeah. Also, as an alternative, right? Some of you may not want such a strong taste of almond. You can actually use the raw almonds.
Those like
the ones that you eat as nuts.
Okay.
So raw almonds, and you soak for an hour. Then you remove the skin. It comes off very easily.
Okay. 300 gram, Lydia.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember because she teach me this one. I will forever remember in my mind. Then you want me recipe right after this show? They will show you. Okay. All right, 300 gram. They will blend. 1 minute, 2 minutes, speed 10 or speed 8. Okay, and then after that you add another 300 gram, right?
That's right.
Okay, speed 8, right, or speed 10?
8.
Alright. And those who are still online, please like and share. We are going to end our live very, very soon. As we take this moment, we love your guys, we encourage your guys, go and share with your friends. If you can, at the below, do the donation. Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. 比你的刚才好。Good strawberries.
Let's take a look.
This is the first round.
Correct. So the first round is basically to break up the almond and the rice.
Creamy. Alright, so we add in another
300 ml of water.
Okay, this is really amazing because of the inbuilt weighing skill, so precise.
Don't need to wash bowl.
Yeah. That is why I like. I always love to like keep on continue. That's why it's very amazing when I own a Thermomix. It's no one day I free one because too many things to cook.
If you have 2 bowls, it's even better.
Yeah, I think that's great. Okay, we are going to continue to speed 8.
So after this, when we blend,
our lips is okay, right? So at this same time, continue like and share. I think you cover all the things already, right?
yes, that's cooking.
Okay, so now either you have the Muslim or nutmeg broth.
So you know the Chinese, we squeeze out coconut milk, right, or herbal bags. So you can, what you need to do is just basically filtering the pulp of the almond and the rice, and what we want is the goodness, which is the liquid.
Okay, so I need to sieve it. You can have any sieve you do, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm pouring here and then I do the sieve.
We have a sieve at the back.
Yeah. Alright, after that we'll pour back and cook.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me rinse it a little because you don't want the little grits.
Okay, good. And after that we cook for 15 minutes, okay? And while after that, we're going to, okay, the sugar part you will be optional, right? You told me?
Yeah, so this recipe actually asks for 40 grams of sugar, and to those people who claims, I'd like to dispel the sugar myth for cancer. Because I think a lot of people, when I had cancer, there's a lot of people who came up to me and said, oh, Lydia, you got to cut sugar. Sugar causes cancer. And I think it's important to address this because sugar does not cause cancer.
Okay.
Yeah, sugar causes obesity, which in return puts you at risk for cancer. And you know, it's the same for diabetes as well. So yes, I think for those who are watching your health, it's important to not eat too much sugar, everything in moderation. Yeah, but this is 40 grams of rock sugar.
Yeah,
optional if you like it plain, and if not,
so after sieve, I pour in, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll cook for 15 minutes. Have to be cooked.
Yes, must be cooked.
Yeah, because they have 15 minutes, yeah. Okay, while they are cooking, you can continue to share your knowledge with them. So you say sugar is a must. Cannot cut down, right?
No, you can go without sugar. I'm not saying you don't. But I would cut out sugar because after treatment now, I want to be fit. I want to keep my body in the best condition possible. So obviously, I try to remove excess sugar. You know, previously we'll be drinking a lot of soft drinks, etc. Right? So the government is against diabetes. We are basically trying to contain the stuff we eat.
Okay.
So eating less sugar is a good thing, but you don't need to cut it out entirely. What we're trying to say is it doesn't cause cancer. It can give you other problems, but importantly, just have a balanced diet.
Oh, that is really a good sharing. Okay.
We have someone who asked whether artificial sugar is healthy.
Okay, so I did check with my dietitian on that as well. So basically, it has been shown in research, right, that, and it's also my personal belief, that I rather eat good sugar, like raw sugar in its best. It's still processed, or honey for that matter. But it has been shown that the other kinds of sugar, like aspartame and all that, right, I mean, for diabetes, they have no choice because that's the only thing available for them. But for the regular people, there are studies to show that, in fact, it might be causing